Welcome to Live Interactive English. My name is Kiki.
And my name is Matt.
Matt, yesterday we talked about part 1 of A Mountain Lion's Legacy, LA's new wildlife crossing. And we learned about this famous mountain lion called
P22. So, yeah, this was one of LA's biggest stars that is unfortunately no longer with us. LA lost this star as this mountain lion passed away. So this mountain lion became famous because it had crossed some big, dangerous streets, and incredibly, it had made it across unscathed, or it survived that, and found its home in LA's Griffith Park. But unfortunately, a while later, the mountain lion was found injured due to having a traffic accident, being hit by a car. And because of that, the wildlife officials had to end P22's life. But because of that, people were more aware of the need for, some conservation methods around LA.
That's right, which we will talk about today. But as it turns out, even here in Taiwan, there have been lots of conservation practices on the highways as well to protect some of the native animals here in Taiwan. So, for example, on the highway, they have these conservation fences where they'll fence up the walls that we see on the highway.
Okay.
And then that will prevent the leopard?
The
clouded
leopard cat.
Right. From getting onto, and other animals from getting onto the highway and getting hit or injured by the car. And another interesting thing is the migration of these purple butterflies. So they would travel from the south of Taiwan and upwards. But during this time, we're not going to tell butterflies, hey, you can't come on the highway. And the thing is, they travel
in a huge swarm,
right?
I guess. Yeah,
so they have to close down the highways during this migration.
Well, that's good that these butterflies can travel safely and that the other animals are kept off of the highways. We're going to learn more about how animals are protected around highways when we get into part 2 after this.
Now, a special bridge is being constructed northwest of downtown LA. Known as the Wallace-Annenberg Wildlife Crossing, the 64-meter-long bridge is intended for animals instead of cars. When completed, it will help wildlife cross the 10 lanes of Highway 101 in an area that has seen the deaths and injuries of many animals. The crossing sits near the Santa Monica Mountains, where P22 was born. The aim of the crossing is to give animals a safe way to move between different parts of their natural habitat. This is very important for all wildlife, as it can help animals find food, mates, and new homes without the danger of navigating through fast-moving traffic.
All right, let's get into today's part 2 of A Mountain Lion's Legacy, LA's new wildlife crossing.
All right, now a special bridge is being constructed northwest of downtown LA. Okay, this means that means after they recognize this, urgent need for some conservation efforts to help out the animals in the area. So they're going to construct a bridge close to downtown LA. So to construct something means to build something out of other materials. Typically, we use the word construct for things like buildings and bridges, things that require many workers to put the materials together to make a new structure, which is what we do. We make a structure, we construct a structure. Okay, so for example, a new school is being constructed near my home.
Okay, so we're talking about this bridge that will be constructed near downtown LA. So downtown is an adjective to basically describe the heart of a place, especially a city, a big city that's with lots going on. And a downtown is basically where there's a lot of commercial buildings and businesses, and also where a lot of people go to work. So an example sentence would be, downtown restaurants are very expensive, so I usually eat elsewhere in the city. All right, back to our article. Known as the Wallace-Annenberg Wildlife Crossing, the 64-meter-long bridge is intended for animals instead of cars. Now, that's very interesting. So they've constructed a bridge that is for animals to cross.
Right, you'd think such a large bridge would be for cars, but no, it's intended for animals. So if something is intended, or if you intend something, it means it's designed or made for a specific use. So, a bridge intended for cars would have, lanes and places for cars to drive, whereas a bridge intended for animals probably has some plants and some soil and makes it look more like a natural environment. Another example, this book is intended to teach young children about American history. Continuing on, when completed, that means when the bridge is completed, it will help wildlife cross the 10 lanes of Highway 101 in an area that has seen the death and injuries of many animals. The crossing sits near the Santa Monica Mountains where P-22 was born. Okay, so that's 10 lanes of highway is very big. So, I've seen these kind of wildlife crossings near where I'm from in Canada, but where I'm from in Canada, the highways are not 10 lanes across. So this has to be a very big wildlife bridge.
Yeah, and that's actually quite a long journey for an animal to take. Can you imagine 10 lanes of cars and not knowing what cars are coming towards you? So this would definitely be a great conservation method for wildlife. All right, back to our article. The aim of the crossing is to give animals a safe way to move between different parts of their natural habitat. This is very important for all wildlife as it can help animals find food, mates, and new homes without the danger of navigating through fast-moving traffic. So as we talked about in yesterday's part 1, urban planning and animals not being moved out of the area, a lot of these animals, they kind of just start to live around where these residential houses may be. But it doesn't change the fact that they still need to move around to get food and to find other friends and things like that, right?
Right, that's right. So, yeah, they have to, find their way through these difficult places. They have to navigate even through fast-moving traffic. So, to navigate means to find one's way, usually through a difficult place to find your way through. So you could navigate your way through a forest, it's dense and it's hard to find your way, but when you find your path, you are navigating. So in this case, it's through fast-moving traffic, which, it's always very difficult to get through. So that you'd have to navigate or move through the fast-moving traffic. Okay, let's take a short break and we'll be back with more about this wildlife bridge.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。第一天的课程简单介绍了 P-22 美洲狮的故事。那么今天要来介绍世界最大野生动物廊道。洛杉矶市区西北部现在正在兴建一座特殊的桥梁，这座桥长64公尺，被称为 Wallace-Annenberg Wildlife Crossing。华利斯安纳伯格野生动物廊道，那这是为动物所设计的。等到完工时，它将会帮助野生动物来穿越101号公路的实线道。那个地区曾经发生过许多动物死亡和受伤。那这条野生动物廊道的目标是要给动物一条安全的路线，让它们可以在自然栖息地的不同区域之间移动，不会有穿越快速移动车流的危险。好，单字 construct 是个动词，表示建造、建筑。Downtown 则是形容市中心的，它也可以当名词来 来指市区。那看到 intend 这个动词，它可以表达为特定用途或未来来设计或准备。be intended for 加名词，或者是 be intended to 加上原形动词，可以表达用来作为什么，为什么什么设置。好，那补充单字 habitat。它是指动植物的栖息地或者是产地。那么 navigate 这个动词则表示动物找到正确的行进方向。那这个动词也可以指确定什么什么的方向啊，或者是导航的意思。好，接着回到课文中。
The project is named after Wallace Annenberg, who gave a large amount of money to make the bridge possible.The bridge, which will be the largest wildlife crossing in the world, is expected to be completed in 2026. The special crossing will not only protect wildlife in the LA area, but also become a model for other cities to follow. Moreover, it will stand as a monument to LA's love for P22 and inspire efforts to protect animals wherever they may live.
Welcome back. Before the break, we learned about the new construction of the Wallace-Annenberg Wildlife Crossing. And this was LA's answer to start their wildlife conservation after finding P22 injured by cars and then eventually having to let him go. So they know that it's important to do something to help the animals that need to navigate through the urban jungle.
All right, so continuing with this article, the project is named after Wallace Annenberg, who gave a large amount of money to make the bridge possible. The bridge, which will be the largest wildlife crossing in the world, is expected to be completed in 2026.
Wow, that's pretty amazing to think that they're going to build such a big bridge. I mean, it spans over 10 lanes of the highway.
10 lanes of highways,
right?
It's very wide.
Yeah, in such a short amount of time. And the good news is it's going to help a lot of animals get to the other side safely.
It's so big that maybe animals could even live on the wildlife crossing.
Oh, yeah.
If it's nice enough.
Yeah. Okay, back to our article. The special crossing will not only protect wildlife in the LA area, but also become a model for other cities to follow. Moreover, it will stand as a monument to LA's love for P22 and inspire efforts to protect animals wherever they may live. So, Matt, like you said, even the bridge itself could be a new safe sanctuary, a safe place for animals to find a home, you know, for them to find food and a place where they could stay and be safe.
That's right. So we have a word in there which is moreover. Moreover means additionally, or it's used when we're adding more information to what has already been said. So, for example, I could say, I think Jessica is very rude. Moreover, she is lazy.
Oh, wow. Okay, so for monument, a monument is basically a significant structure, building, or even a statue that is erected or built to remember someone or something of significance. So in this case, because we have the story of P22, this bridge will act as kind of a memorial or a monument to remember P22 and his significance of why this bridge was built. So an example sentence would be, the man's story is a monument to what you can achieve when you work hard.
All right. So we have another word which is inspire, and inspire is a verb, and it means to create a feeling of wanting to do something. So to inspire you, so maybe seeing a movie where something amazing happens can inspire you to change your life and do something different in your life. Another example, the soccer team's win inspired many children to take up the sport.
Okay, so we have a what do you think for our article today, and it is, what else can we do to make life less dangerous for wild animals?
Okay, I think creating safe places for animals to live can help protect animals by, giving them a place where they're not facing the kind of dangers that might be caused by human interaction, by things like traffic and by other things, and even by hunting or even illegal hunting. So by creating places where they can live, like sanctuaries or national parks, can help keep the animals safe and make sure that nothing can hurt them.
Okay, well, I hope everyone is considerate of how you conserve the safety of wildlife animals. But that's also the end of our article today. We will see you next time.
Goodbye.
这一项计划是以 Wallace Annenberg 来命名的，那他提供了一大笔钱，让这座桥梁得以兴建。那这座桥将成为世界上最大的野生动物廊道，预计会在2026年完工。Kiki 老师在讲到这座桥跨越实线道的时候，有用到 span 这个动词 ，span， 它可以表达横跨、跨越或是贯穿。好，课文最后提到说，这一条特别的廊道不仅将保护洛杉矶地区的野生动物，也将成为其他城市仿效的典范。此外呢，它也将作为洛杉矶对 P22 的爱的见证，激发人们来努力保护动物，无论这些动物是生活在哪里。好 ，Kiki 老师刚刚有提到 sanctuary 这个字 ，S-A-N-C-T-U-A-R-Y， 那这个名词它可以指鸟兽保护区，或是禁猎区，或者是避难所、庇护的意思。那么单字 moreover 它是副词，表示此外而且。monument 表示纪念碑或是历史遗迹。那在文中它是指例证、典范。我们用 be a monument to something 就可以表达是什么什么的见证。Inspire 这个动词则表示激起、唤起，它也有鼓舞、启发的意思。那这边3个重点，我们进入文法时间。好，我们来看第一个重点是 name A after B， 表示用 B 来替 A 命名。Name 在这边是当及物动词，表示给什么什么命名。那介系词也可以改用 for。举例来说 ，Jake named his cat after his favorite magician。Jake 以他最喜爱的魔术师为他的猫命名。第二个重点是 not only but also 这表示不但怎么样，而且怎么样。那必须连接词性相同的字词。在连接动词的时候，时态要一致哦。像 he not only paints but also writes poems。他不但会画画，还会写诗。那另外连接主词的时候，动词的单复数就要根据 but also 后面的名词来做决定。例如 Not only Sam, but also his sisters are against the idea. Sam 和他的姐姐们都反对这个点子。那句子里面 be 动词就要配合 but also 后方那个主词 his sisters， 所以我们是用 are。第3个重点是 wherever 主词加动词的用法。Wherever 在这边相当于 no matter where， 引导副词子句来表达不管无论在哪里怎么样怎么样。像是 wherever he goes, he always carries his camera with him。也可以说 no matter where he goes, he always carries his camera with him。无论到哪里，他总是带着相机。好，那么以上这些讲解，同学们别走开，马上回来哦。
Now, a special bridge is being constructed northwest of downtown LA. Known as the Wallace Annenberg Wildlife Crossing, the 64-meter-long bridge is intended for animals instead of cars. When completed, it will help wildlife cross the 10 lanes of Highway 101 in an area that has seen the deaths and injuries of many animals. The crossing sits near the Santa Monica Mountains, where P22 was born. The aim of the crossing is to give animals a safe way to move between different parts of their natural habitat. This is very important for all wildlife, as it can help animals find food, mates, and new homes without the danger of navigating through fast-moving traffic. The project is named after Wallace Annenberg, who gave a large amount of money to make the bridge possible. The bridge, which will be the largest wildlife crossing in the world, is expected to be completed in 2026. The special crossing will not only protect wildlife in the LA area, but also become a model for other cities to follow. Moreover, it will stand as a monument to LA's love for P22 and inspire efforts to protect animals wherever they may live.
Taiwan is very well known for its night market culture, and people from all over the world come here to taste all of our most popular Taiwanese snacks, such as stinky tofu, oyster omelets, and pig blood cakes. One of the most famous night markets is located in Taichung and is called Feng Chia Night Market. Let's see what we can find there. Feng Chia Night Market is the biggest and most famous night market in central Taiwan. It sells delicious snacks, clothes, and many other products. It is also home to some popular snacks like Japanese octopus balls, dry fried clams, and cheese potatoes. It is difficult to park near the night market, so you should use a Taizong iBike. Wow, just talking about the night market is making me hungry. If that introduction to Feng Chia Night Market made your tummy rumble, then you definitely know where to go next time when you're craving night market food.